Remove fans stream the longest hours on TikTok. You guys have no
Prabhu, according to what stats?
We heard, yeah. So
Okay, and so Awale must stream come on, she said no one
why do you
label.
guys always say paparaino? You see that there, you don't go, but you don't tell me fans the same thing when they stream for longer hours.
Hold on, Emma Kato so Emma Kato feel so bad. Temi's platform no feel so bad.
yes.
Temi's platform no feel so bad.
We change.
But do you know they all go to work?
And
they all go to work. There are different people that are doing it, so it's not just one person.
Stream the longest hours on TikTok right now.
Paparaino, those people who are streaming is hold on.
But we
Only Temi's platform,
change.
It's one platform that but they do shifts. They change.
Yes.
They do shifts.
We do shift.
Yes.
You do shift.
Yeah.
No, Paparaino, don't they talk. You know how much work our money.
No, it's willingly.
You know how much work our money.
Oh yeah, Milenu.
I don't think anybody tells anybody to do anything. They just do it willingly because some people have different time zone. They have different time zone.
I'm doing this willingly too.
The thing is, why would you sit down by yourself for 24 hours by a month? Why would you sit down by yourself?
Paparaino, báwo ló ṣe fi $200 sílẹ̀? Wẹ́n sọ mi brain lọ́wọ́ Paparaino. Báwo ló ṣe fi $200 sílẹ̀? Báwo ló ṣe ṣe?
Guys, please no insult.
Kúrò àbí kẹ́ ẹ ní ìlú náà o. Ẹ kí Paparaino dá mi lóhùn náà. Paparaino, how you take put $200 down?
You go do like say you be street. You see ordinary carpenter no dey street. Capital and solar solar on the street.
Ó rẹ́rìí pé òun ti wọlé yìí kò sí àwọn tí
na carpenter collect $200 for your hand and you go dey
not just anyhow capital
you go dey fall big
from
the 20th of Ikorodu. No fit use your science logic.
And his sister, Bukky Jesse is sister.
No.
From Alaje.
Imagine Paparaino. Paparaino lost $200. Ṣé ìgbà tí dáàdì mi lọ sórí òkè tán lọ ń kanlé orí ṣú tí bàbá mi yẹn wọ̀ sẹ́sẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti dáwọ́ oṣù rẹ̀ ń sìn ayé yóò wá ga ò Jésù. Àwọn fáǹsì mi
Paparaino, I want to ask you one question though.
Na body big gift o. Na body big gift.
The conference coming up on Wednesday.
Wèrè mo fún ẹni kó look nice ní wèrè. Go look nice lẹ́ni ní wèrè.
Hold on,
thank you, Thunder Fire, thank you very much. Thunder Fire, thank you.
Thunder fire die.
Thunder Fire. These are my people. This is what I'm saying.
Here you understand.
Answer my question now.
Olóṣìṣẹ́ Paparaino.
You don't tell me say New Year for me. Exchange for me.
Orí ẹ̀ fọ́ ṣó ń ṣe eré òní wọ́n
Ṣé wọ́n tójú ẹ̀ fọ́ for someone else?
tójú ẹ̀ fọ́ òrí kì tí mo fún ẹ̀ sìn.
Paparaino, mo máa ṣe bí
Paparaino,
I can send you big lion. Paparaino, I will send you big lion now. Just say, Wumi, I'm sorry. I'll send you big lion now. You can say that. Wumi, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Just say, Wumi, I'm sorry. I'll send you big lion now.
Oh yeah.
Say Wumi, I am sorry. I will never talk about you again.
Yes, I will send you big lion now.
Make I go poly. I no go class. Daddy, I am sorry.
Daddy, so you know.
Class will no go with you last
Daddy, I am sorry.
We want here Wumi. I am sorry.
Strategy tó lò fún Paparaino nìyẹn. Tó lọ fi dá $200. Daddy, I am sorry. Ẹ lọ fi gbá Paparaino. Daddy, I am sorry. Nìkan lọ fi gbá Paparaino.
Paparaino mo asi. Adé máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kó o já.
No. Paparaino knows the truth. He knows. It's just
owó mortgage ló ń gbé sílẹ̀. You dey whine me.
Paparaino, look, I'm not kidding. No, I'm a consultant, right? Consult me if this is what you want to do. I'll tell you strategies of how to do this and make money.
So Paparaino, the gift I sent to you now.
So come to me.
O send the gift fún ta ni mama ṣeré ni.
Àbò ṣeré ni ojú ẹ̀ fọ́ ni mo send the gift sẹ́ńtì now.
Abinu sí ẹ o send the gift fún ta ni ṣe bí a ti ládùn pé àná máa gift ara ọmọ náà.
Mi bá ti máa fún ẹ nìyẹn.
But you say no Sherry.
So appreciate
it. Gift ara ọmọ náà. Last time my friend.
But
Last time my friend.
my gift now, papariano.
Ofe mi lion. So ya wèrè níbo ni ti fún mi lion.
Alo fún lọ́jọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ fún lion.
Ọjọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní dá fún ẹ. Papariano kò ní dá fún ọjọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní
wá. I don't like going to the past. You know.
You give me lion.
Let's move forward. Let's move forward. 25 lawa.
Papariano fún mi lion o. Kí ló ń sọ?
Okay, I don't know.
Ṣebí ó sọ pé tó bá ti wà
Wait, on my birthday, Papariano give me lion on my birthday.
What do you
want from me? What do you want from me? What can you do to a man like me? Look at me very well.
Okay, Papariano, your filter, jẹ́ ká rójú ẹ̀ gògó.
Yeah, exactly.
My face now.
Using filter. He's going to Oyigbo this morning. If he goes out, you will not recognize him.
Madam,
because that's all filter.
I don't know. Defila Mori be.
O ti dé pẹ̀lú wíìgì òfò.
Boy, you're going to find people catch cruise.
No,
you are right. You're very correct. It's true. He's a content creator. He makes content. He likes controversy. He does controversial things.
Thank you very much. I just like mindset. You have a beautiful mindset, right? Some of you, I just like the way your minds work.
I know all those your guests where they always
let me tell you one thing.
All those your girls, where they always get to swear for.
Let me tell you one funny thing about Konibaje, right? And some of you, I think we have some commonality when it comes to
commonality is not in English. Commonality is not English.
Commonality,
that's not English.
Wahala.
That's not English.
Papi, go ahead. Konibaje, ẹ má gbé Papariano.
Hold down because
please help me correct it. Is commonality an English word or not, please?
Commonality.
Yes, commonality.
Sorry, Google now.
Yeah.
Even if it is going to this conversation.
Lity. Google it. We have to check it first. What is commonality? Anybody doesn't know what commonality stands for. What's commonality? Let him Google. He's Googling. Let him come back.
There is a attribute and this thing.
An attribute. Papariano.
Yeah, an attribute. Correct now. Unlike baby brother me Lodash. Okay. Like our Yoruba nationalists. Forget. That's why no matter what. Tebari sometimes Papa, you don't talk about Konibaje. No. There are some certain things, some certain people that you just let be. Ojo me.
Maybe they did
They may not be useful for the moment. Believe me, they will be useful when they are really needed. So we know people to fight and people not to fight.
We know how they roll.
But
you know you going against me. You going against me is a lost battle now. You know, I am more intelligent more than you. I am more articulate more than you. I am more vibrant more than you. I dress better than you. Everything.
I respect that.
You and I know. We don't run on the same frequencies. And the funniest part of the whole thing, I see through you more than any other person. So if there are people asking you to speak about me or say anything, you know I am more logical than you. That's why I'm not going to donate to someone like you. So if they are pushing you to, go against me.
I'm gonna give it to you. That's not what I want to do.
Do you know in basketball? Even before one-on-one.
Even before justice for Mohbad. Okay.
In basketball, listen, Paparaino, in basketball there is what we call one-on-one. But when it comes to you and I, it's one on none. I will always outplay you. I will outshine you. Like
punchline.
It's the simple truth.
Smile.
Do you know what you did? You know what you did. Rhino, let me tell you something that you did. Let me tell you something that you did.
Wumi don't farm mohbad. Wumi keep mohbad. Wumi keep.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
There was a time you.
But I know more like there is something called after effect of all this deliberation, man affecting your mentally. Paparaino knows all this. That's why you find people like Queen Treyo and all those kind of stuff. Thought if you narrative, thought if you be up for one no. Exactly if you narrative, thought if you buy you one get. You know
the thing about you when I started seeing you was there are some illiterates that follows you. So I noticed something that whenever we are having a very important conversation, and it started sounding like I am fact checking you and you don't have anything to say, then you always bring them up to come and destroy the whole good conversation. Then you did it on 2 different occasions, and I was like,
can you fact check me? Just take a look at the man like me. Tell me
I can fact check
bro.
Let's have one-on-one, me and you, on anything.
Bro.
Take me,
see, bro, let me break it down for you one after the other. Let me tell you since when you've been fucking up, because that one alone is enough for anything. Now, Paparaino, are you going to
take your wig off?
Believe a narrative?
And
can you hear me, Paparaino?
I hear you, so.
The press conference.
But we don't forget, keep in mind Section 1A of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Bro, leave all these things. These are things you just started putting on your head. You just recently started putting all this in your head so that you can sound like you only want to sound like an intellect to your followers, so they will say, this law you started quoting, I was one of the people that made you started quoting law. I was one of the people, because anytime I am on your platform, I will tell you, what does the law say? What does the law say? Before you analyze based on the emotions now and sentiments. I was one of the major reasons why you started taking this thing serious, whereby, you started getting yourself prepared so that anytime you want to come, people start thinking. There's a difference between when they think you are intelligent and there's a difference when they know you are intelligent. Your followers and people that think you are intelligent, but people that can see you understand? So Paparaino, no, don't do this to yourself. Don't stress yourself. See, I've been facing camera, I've been facing crowd as young as age 9, going for debate and all those things from my school. So I don't see what someone like you is going to say in my presence, and I'm going to be like, oh, I don't have a clap back, or I'm not going to get a comeback. So back to what I was saying. So then what you normally do, you play this mind game. The moment you notice that you're losing the argument, you have this bunch of illiterate, all these girls with one bra, they'll just come, they'll start helping you to cause, people. You have loads of them listening, bro.
What is that thing that
you do? Sorry. But then sorry. I'm a on the platform or time, but they're about to sorry, my listening. So you do all these things, and I started seeing through you like, see, Paparaino is just that kind of a guy that my fierce clues, my fierce whining. I'm a Woboshen law. At the end of the day, remember the video you made about Otumba when you were talking about they should go and question Otumba on this. But you wanted to paint a narrative to make people feel like he was saying something bad. Then I just laughed when I saw that video, like, this is nothing but mind game. You understand? When it comes to mind game, you have
you
call it with full respect. He's nothing your mate is. All his achievement, I don't think can ever get close to his achievement in life.
Wow, that's my boy.
So you talk with respect. You see, having us about all of us that we are on the platform this morning, you should go to church next week Sunday for Thanksgiving. Oh, when you're what buying flow, can't for any polite insult, constructive insult.
No, Kiman like especially one. But for any reason, still one Omar had can they take it serious when it comes to anything.
No, Papa, I know.
You
know why you can't take this serious?
No matter what
numbers.
For any reasons.
You've always been beneath me.
Action. Only let the man saw it on your battle. The man share. It gets to us. Do you understand? So no matter what, we still reserve.
Papa, let me ask you this question. I
will always skip it.
Papa, let me ask you this question. Analysis or press conference of a police that literally, how would I put it, where they said everything that had happened, and someone that just came from anywhere or nowhere. Which one will you settle for?
Sorry. When new information is coming out, Paparaino will now come with new ideology. Okay, now.
About
before all this was that we know we are big members. Paparaino has never made mention of this. Let them do forensic on Baba Mohbad phone, on Blessing's phone, on this one phone, on that one phone. Because the information that Paparaino received was that Blessing called Baba. Paparaino has been putting mouth and he has been advocating that let them do forensic on Baba's phone.
Wait. You are shifting the conversation. Let's come back to the conversation.
Okay, but you can go back to the conversation.
What do you mean when you say that Mohbad was supplied drugs in the show that night? What do you mean by that?
What did you say?
What do you mean when you say that Mohbad was supplied drugs in the show?
No, I said there is tendency. So now let me break it down for you. There's tendency that they gave you, and I can't remember using the word drug. I said supply. So there's tendency that maybe he needed supply, and it's a simple truth. Because as an artist, this thing as an artist, if you are in the industry very well and you're going to a long distance to perform, you can't get supply along. So whatever the definition of supply is to you, that's your personal problem. So maybe you needed someone there, guy, come through and all. It's as simple as that. So now let me ask you the question. What do you also mean when you were saying Wunmi killed her husband on Monday?
Okay, let me say this.
No, I answered my own. Answer yours. What do you mean when you said Wunmi killed her husband?
Again, wait, I'm making it very clear. I said with the situation of things, I believe.
There we go.
Don't put smartness on us. Answer the question.
No. I said that with the situation of things, I think Mohbad died on Monday. Now, when it comes to talking about women and accusations, I have said that a lot of people believe that women killed Mohbad.
You said you believe. Yesterday you spoke it here.
Let me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I said a lot of people believe. Listen, let me put it.
Let him talk. Now let him talk.
You said you think.
Bring the evidence.
Oh, you are on record.
Bring the evidence. I mean, every day we work evidentially. I've said a lot of people.
So
Paparaino, you said you think that on Monday.
Let me tell you how it works.
You are trying to make up things. You are making up things.
That's what.
But now, let me make something clear to you. Do you know that for Wunmi to say Mohbad's father killed Mohbad is an offense?
When did she say that? Never said such.
That's what I'm saying.
Wunmi said so. Wunmi said so or not? Wunmi said so or not?
It was a conversation.
You said that.
I know Bolibi and Abati know more about this. Just let them answer. Let me go with them. Bolibi and Abati, did Wunmi say so or not?
She did not say so.
Vicky, wait now. You are just doing this.
I'm going to make. I was asking a question.
Black fairness. Bolibi and Abati, did Wunmi say that killed Mohbad or not? Bolibi and Abati, both of you now. If you are not fair to me, I'm not going to be fair to you. Be fair. Did Wunmi say that Baba killed Mohbad or not. Abatian.
That was a conversation
wait. Babe, wait. I know it's a conversation, no problem. But did Wunmi utter stop statement that Baba killed
I was
Mohbad?
asking a question before you actually popped that in.
Wait, we are coming to that. You guys, you want to escape this question?
I will never escape this question. Did
Wunmi accuse
this
Baba
question is very, very simple.
1 to section 1.
Question is very simple. How many years ago?
Okay, Abati, did Wunmi?
This question is very, very simple. I was asking you a question before that.
Wait. Me ask you a question, answer him. Then you to throw your question back to him.
Did Wunmi say, Baba, ẹ fẹ́ pa ọmọ mi bí ẹ ṣe pa ọmọ mi? The call between Wunmi and Baba, but Wunmi didn't say so. Should I play it for you? She didn't say so.
Paparaino, don't pretend like you don't know there's a context to that. Don't pretend like you don't know there's a context to that.
So Wunmi have the right to tell another person they killed, and there's context to it. And
that's their family. Let me clear you. You are an outsider.
Why
was Josie there to protect his son?
It wasn't a direct saying that, Baba, you killed Mohbad. He said, Baba, you can't kill my child like you kill your son.
Was Mohbad's father here?
Okay, let me find the audio.
I want to find the audio.
Was Josie there to protect his son? Was he there to protect his son?
Okay, now the idea is this.
His son was beaten.
How you killed your son? You want to kill my child? You killed your son?
He said
because he wasn't there to protect his son.
That. Are you part of their family?
Because he wasn't there to protect his son.
Yeah,
and the same thing, and he did the same thing for the grandson. And he did the same thing for the grandson.
Paparaino, wait. My question to Paparaino, wait. I need to
He was always stressing that guy. Demanding from
Wait now. See,
she said that.
It's a metaphor. Thank you.
She said it. Are you part of their family?
Paparaino, when someone uses the statement, Paparaino, when someone uses a statement, Paparaino, wait. When someone uses a statement,
you see, you're not part of. You're not following this.
No,
evidence will be
Paparaino. When someone uses a statement, kill. When someone makes a statement, kill.
Paparaino, Otumba. They like, you might like, Otumba will miss your bed.
Paparaino, ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ láti súnjẹ nǹkan tẹ́yìn believe Wunmi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó tọ́ but Paparaino Yorùbá ni ẹ ó gbọ́ Yorùbá.
Ṣé bàbá ó pé tùmí ní àbí torí Ọ̀túnba yẹn fẹ́ jọra náà?
Ní sọ̀rọ̀ Paparaino.
It's not Awopetu, don't get your Awopetu
go shoot
platform the line.
Nǹkan tí Wunmi sọ nǹkan tí Wunmi sọ ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tí Wunmi sọ mo ti sọ sí dáàdì mi rí nígbà tí mo lose immediate brother mi wípé ẹ̀yin ló pa bọ́ọ̀yì. Kò ń ṣe pé dáàdì mi pa àbúrò mi physically but ogun tán gbé tí nígbà tó wà láyé mo ṣe máa fún problem.
You see why I like you, right? Or tell sorry.
Shut up. I said this. You refuse to
Otumba, let me tell what you did there. Otumba.
They can analyze. The same people you know ló sọ pé.
Let's say we are in court. Let's say we are in a criminal court.
Bàbá yìí dáadáa wípé máa sọ lóko pa. Wọ́n nígbà tí Mohbad wà láyé, bàbá yìí máa ń gbé ṣépè tó bá fẹ́ gba owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ó ti sọ rí nínú èpè tó ń gbé ọmọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Ó máa kú kó òjijì ni ó máa ṣe kinní kan ni ara àwọn ogun tó ń gbé ti ọmọ ẹ̀ nígbà tó wà láyé òun ni Wunmi fi sọ pé ẹ má pa ọmọ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe pa ọmọ yín kò ń ṣe pé bàbá Mohbad gún Mohbad lọ́bẹ kò ń ṣe pé ó rányàn pé kán lọ pa
Thank you very much.
Ogun tó ń gbé ti Mohbad nígbà tó wà láyé.
Lọ́pẹ́ sọ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó múnú mi dùn gan. Ó múnú mi dùn.
Ọ̀túnba ẹ jẹ́ kí n kí ọ̀rọ̀ yín ẹlẹ́yìn. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn fún ìgbà tó bá sọ pé kẹ má pa ọmọ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe pa Liam. Ní pé bí ẹ ṣe rí ọmọ yín protect tó ń na ọmọ yín kiri tẹ́tú lọ sọ pé ọfà àgbà wọn ṣe kinní kan kinní kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe ní rí
àjùlọ hàn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ní nílé iná protect nìyẹn tó ẹ pé nǹkan mi máa ṣẹlẹ̀ because as at then Bukky Jesse and her co-hosts were already cursing Liam. And Ayat. They were already cursing him. So you know the context already.
You know the context.
So there is no need for you. There is no need for you to be, do all these your shenanigans and trying to like. Mo ti sọ fún ẹ àwọn aróko ẹ tó máa ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ tẹjọ máa ń ṣépè ló lè máa lò tó bá nílò àwa in platform ẹ àwa máa bá upgrade brain ẹ lójoojúmọ́.
A máa bá wọn clear brain fọ́ọ̀gì tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo.
And now let me make you understand something. As an artist, if you're going to a far distance to perform and you need one or two things, maybe your enhancer, which is normal in the industry, you can't go along with it from your location. Sometimes you need someone there to get it for you, then come back and when the person gets there, the person gives you whatsoever you had ordered for. And remember, there was a time they said this girl was mad at her husband simply because he said, "Baby, this thing you said you are drinking or whatsoever, you said you won't be taking it anymore." That was part of the genesis of their arguments. What is the difference? Wait, let me ask you a question. What is the difference between arguments, altercation, fights, confrontations? What can you tell me?
Argument is exchange of words where people take different positions. Altercation is when you have you have a loud argument. An argument, when it becomes louder.
Both parties says negative things towards each other.
Altercation when it's not louder, when it's not very loud.
Yes. So what is a fight?
A fight is exchange of blows, punch.
Physical.
Exchange of blows. That's to do with.
That being said, paparaino, you and I, do we argue or we don't argue?
Sorry, we argue sometimes.
As two strangers that met online, do we argue or we don't argue?
We argue.
There are times you've actually said stuff about me. There are times I've said stuff about you.
I don't say stuff about you because of where I put you.
I do. I see. Now, what are we doing now? We are still these are the things. These are the things that are normal in friendship or relationship. Two people having different ideology, arguing. There was never a time that it gets physical between both parties. And even if it had gotten physical.
What makes you think you have the right to start building narratives that there is a tendency of mohbad receiving supply drugs?
You have not built narrative. You were there in their
You didn't build narrative. You didn't build conspiracy. You didn't build conspiracy of mohbad dying on one day.
Do you have evidence for you saying mohbad?
Do you have evidence that Wunmi killed mohbad as well?
Exactly.
You can screen record all this if you like. You can screen record this thing.
I have evidence of you. I have evidence of you talking about how mohbad was expecting a supply in the show, but you don't have any evidence of me saying those nasty things.
So the stuff he took, the stuff he drank in the car that led to the altercation, who was it?
You will bring all your evidence.
Take it to
Take it to court.
Take it to Panti.
Yeah, you see all these things.
Papariano, there's a loss of evidence.
I kept telling you a fool.
There's a loss of
evidence. I kept telling you a fool.
Papariano, not go Panti. Now, when they arrest you, they do so. You go Panti. You there.
When it is time, Papariano, when it is time. Papariano, when it is time. When it is time, we will bring all the evidence out for you.
Don't worry.
Bá a ṣe gbé evidence àrífá jáde bẹ́ẹ̀ náà la ṣe máa gbé evidence jáde.
And so má worry.
So all this protecting that you are protecting Prime Boy it's not going to work. Prime Boy is going to answer for what he did. He's going to answer for the fact that
on that one we agree. We both agree with Prime Boy.
Papariano is not supporting Prime Boy. Support Prime Boy. Papariano not against Prime Boy.
On Prime Boy, we both agree on Prime Boy. Prime Boy, here for sure. Thomas Okenu.
Okay,
Everybody na Papariano enemy. Papariano not get
I have issue. One of my issue here is that I don't understand how, right, an intelligent human being like you, Papariano, would not see through CCTV camera arguments. One, Yomi said he has given his evidence to the police. And you think, so Nigerian police, that magnitude, that evidence of that magnitude, they have it. And yet they couldn't pick Wumi up. I'm confused. Like, where do people's brain go? Like, I don't get it. Like, this is a serious case.
Paparaino is a dick right now.
No, hold on, finish. No, Abati, hold on, finish it. Line of thought, hold on. He has this kind of magnitude, evidence of that magnitude. They didn't pick Wumi up. And then the Baba legal team to sat on their butts, not challenging the police. I don't get it. Because like I don't get. Like, what is going on here? Evidence kan níbí kan CCTV camera. Like, and the evidence could still hold water. Only show it. If people are doubting you, bring it out. If you bring it out and the public see it, that evidence still holds water. You can use it to challenge the police department. The legal team will stand up and challenge the police department. So how like, I don't get it.
What makes you think that he doesn't have
because he doesn't have it. We have told you, look, I'm going to bet you again. I keep coming here. I will tell you again. He doesn't have anything. There is no CCTV evidence anywhere. Please, we record it.
Queen Vicky, let me help Paparaino's life with that story. So now,
let me more short.
Queen Vicky, it started like when Yomi first of all came into the scene. I had and I saw some video where he was saying something like, he has gone, Emma Go, narrative when she build up, only your calling Ube, and he's going to talk to the head of the security of the estates so that they can provide the footage and all those things. No, he was sounding as if he has a reliable source that can give him everything that he wants. Then I now thought to myself, you don't stay in that estate. You are not a policeman. There is no way you are going to walk up to the security of that estate. You are not a member of the CDA of that particular estate. Why would the CSO of that estate welcome you and start giving you footage of their estate? One, the only footage or the only CCTV footage Yomi can have access to, that is if it exists. If it exists, and I can tell you that I can't have access to it without the approval of the owner of the house, because all of you know that Mohbad, Mama Mohbad and everyone, they have evacuated that house. So which CCTV in that house is Yomi going to have access to?
There's
CCTV of a house they are no more staying, or did Yomi went to bribe the CSO of that estate? Because the same because you can't tell me the CCTV that is working at the entrance at the exit of the estate is the one that will be monitoring the one that is inside Mohbad's house. You can't tell me the estate security are controlling everyone's personal CCTV.
You even have time, oh my brother. Thank you. I'm not debunking anything. I'm just asking, how do you think, like with everything you have, any person with a common sense think that there's a CCTV anywhere? There's none. Zilch anywhere. Quote me anywhere. With everything that I've seen. How can a police have such evidence? In a case like this,
there's one thing, there's one thing you guys should
and then
try
keep
to
it.
get here. There's one thing you guys should try to get here. There are always whistleblowers, in every circumstances.
That is why you are blowing nonsense.
You guys fail to understand whether
I want to sound scared. In our where we did now. Hold on, Papa Priano. Let me say something. Another thing you will hear from our camp. Petition these days now water. Petition now paper.
You go shop on say by evening, then go toss
we don't care.
Esther try am the last time.
I want petition you for Pariano.
Why are you guys worried about it? You guys
we not me I'm not worried.
Now
hold on.
Now the only
I think this petition actually, even though I don't like Aries and I don't give a damn about that woman, I think this petition, a lot of people from my side may be irritated with Aries, but I think this petition is a good one. Ọlọ́pàá kókó everybody. Boba winga mu kini Liam Ekomo ati Musa the gate man. Nobody gives a damn.
I swear.
We want the truth too. We want things to expose. Me, I am for that petition. I want people to be exposed. Because at the end of the day, any time I expose,
ṣé content petition táwọn yẹn lọ kọ ṣó make sense sí i.
Kò kàn mí, ó make sense.
ṣé content petition táwọn yẹn kọ ṣó make sense sẹ́yìn kẹ́yìn náà bá ka content yẹn.
You are not to determine it.
Why are you not getting this?
Wait now,
because they don't
waste their time.
Exactly. It doesn't matter, Amati. They have the right to write any petition. Let them keep writing it. We'll get somewhere. Why? Are you scared?
You have nothing to hide. You should not be worried.
It's just like, people are just wasting their time.
Let them
waste their time. It's their time.
Come on, let's come and win you again. They can write.
Let them keep writing. I want one name. Why? They have the right to write it. They have to write. They have the right to hold any news conference that they want to hold. Me, on cruise a day. I go laugh when I feel like laughing. It's good.
You understand? The one way we talk this morning.
There's nothing here. Let them do it. It's their human rights. They have the right to exercise it.
It's not about doing whatever they want to do. They can actually do whatever they really want to do. It's none of my own business. But
if you remember last year,
what agenda is that one?
You guys were having. The mobile father doesn't have the right to request for DNA. That was the argument, you remember? But now you all agree that he has it.
We say he doesn't have the legal right. You are not saying there is difference between
Wait, let me.
When you say legal right, there should be a law that protects it.
Mama Chiu.
I'm not talking to you.
Paparaino.
Yes, the argument you guys were having.
Josie grandfather, everybody, including me, none of us have the right to ask her for DNA. Under the law, can literally try the case with us.
I disagree on that.
Thank you very much.
Right, hold on. Papariano, don't get.
What did you say, Mama? What did you say?
Hold on. Papariano, hold on. Now, let me make Konibaje hear me out. Everyone,
to make him understand.
Hold on, Papariano. Anybody can come from the street and petition someone else's DNA, but would it hold waters? It won't.
That is what I am saying.
Hold on. When it comes to legal rights, there should be a law that backs that your petition. According to law, the laws that we have, does the grandfather have a right to demand a child's DNA? No. And there are different circumstances that could arise that a grandfather can seek for the legal paternity. For instance, if mohbad has not shown a child to be his child, and from nowhere after his death, someone comes from nowhere and say, oh, this child is mohbad, then the father could say, okay, I need a DNA to make sure that this child is my son's.
Only on that ground.
Under the Marriage Act, you cannot question. There is no one to question Liam's legality.
That's what I've been telling him, that he wanted to change.
He is a child. His father never denied him. But if you want DNA, you are gonna get it, but not legally. No legal. You don't. Baba have no legal right to seek for DNA. He has no.
Queen Vicky, let me buttress what you just said. I remember when I had this conversation with paparaino, I told him, I said, there must be a reasonable reason behind it. If the father or anyone or the grandfather decides to ask for DNA, that they must be able to prove it, that there was a time Mohbad said, either by voice notes, either by text, either by one video. They need before the court will say, oh yeah, take Wunmi, you must do this thing. There must be that conversation that went down between Mohbad and his father that Baba Mohbad can literally prove. But you just standing up, public and start saying, if she must do DNA. You people don't have
network.
You people don't have the right to that, because you don't have anything to back up your major reason for saying she should go and do DNA. You don't have any voice note that indicate that Mohbad said this child is not mine. You don't have any text message. You don't have nothing that you can use to like.
What we're seeking right now is, thank you, visitor. Why is Baba running from the DNA? Why?
Now let me tell you something. Okay. Queen and list, whether you're a lawyer or whether you have a degree.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm just have common sense.
Let me just tell you something for free. Okay. Every citizen of any country has the legal right to bring forth a case.
No, paparaino, stop. I'm not gonna let you. Nobody has legal rights. Legal right is when there is a law to back.
Let's do something. What is legal right? What's
legal right? Is different.
Legal right is something that is backed up by the Constitution.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Government approved. That's
legal right.
That's what they call legal right.
Okay.
That doesn't have to do with emotion. Neither does it have to do with morality. You don't bring morality into the settings. You people were bringing morality into the settings and sentiment, and which is Shebi is the grandfather, Shebi is the son.
Let's let him talk. Now go ahead.
Hello, good morning.
I'm at school, Emma worry.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I really enjoyed this topic that you were talking about. When this issue popped up and they said they were looking for, everybody was shouting, go and do DNA, go and do DNA. This is what I said. And Konibaje, thank you for saying this, and Queen Avivat. Honestly, I said it, and I was even murmuring it. I said I wish I had a platform to say it and ask if there was a day Mohbad has told the father that, this I'm even having a doubt about this baby. Or maybe, and the father can't just wake up one day, the grandfather can just wake up one day and said, I want a DNA. And even if that should be done, they will have to do DNA for Baba Mohbad and Mohbad to confirm that they are also blood, because anything can happen there too. What if the Baba Mohbad also and the Mohbad, they are not this thing, they are not, is not the father, and they do the DNA, and maybe they find out, maybe they could have done the DNA with the
father. Don't rush, just take it easy, okay? Take it easy. Mr. Joseph Aloba is the man which Mohbad bears his name, right? Mohbad bears Joseph Aloba's name, right?
If you bear somebody's name, doesn't make you the person's biological son.
No.
Yes.
Bearing somebody's
you can give somebody's name.
A legal father.
No.
But do we know if they are biologically related?
You being the name, you bear the name. Look, I can give birth today.
Bearing someone's name another man's name from birth. What does that signify? Just wait, please. I mean, under the law, a man who's sheltering, a man who's a child born into any marriage, okay, is said to be the child of that marriage automatically. Mohbad was born into the marriage.
Yes.
Yes, Mohbad was born into the marriage between the mother, and the father. And the father has been taking care of him. He's been bearing the man's name from childhood. And you're saying that he doesn't have paternity over Mohbad.
It can be a look. This is where the law. This is where you don't understand the law. Wait.
First, Mohbad. Okay, wait, please.
We are also educating ourselves.
Mohbad, Joseph Aloba had paternity over Mohbad. That is clear first. Now we are talking about the grandchild.
Wait. Mr. Aloba may have. Mr. Aloba may have the paternity. He can bear the name. Mohbad can bear the father's name. All right. There's no doubt about it. But when it's concerned about DNA, when DNA is concerned, there's going to be a day like this day that is everybody is complaining about DNA. They have to do paternity of the man too, because the man is not allowed. The man Mohbad is not alive again.
Bingo, please. Let's do something. Let me give you this thing, okay, the way it is. Mohbad father has paternity over Mohbad.
That means he also has to bring the paternity test of him being the biological father of Mohbad.
We're bringing emotions into these things. It don't matter. I don't care about whatever.
It's not about emotion. We are talking about the law. Nobody is talking about emotions here. We are talking about the law. He is going to bring the paternity test that shows that him and Mohbad are also biological before they can even use his own blood to test Liam. That is the law.
It's wrong. They don't have to use his blood. Mohbad is still in the milk. Mohbad still have sample. They can use Mohbad sample versus that of the baby. You don't need the father. Stop going to Baba Mohbad. Mohbad is still very much in the milk. There are so many samples in Mohbad that can still show Mohbad's DNA.
Even at that, Mohbad doesn't have the right. We are talking about law. Read it. It's in the law.
Wait. Sorry, I want to say something. Papariano,
do you answer that law now? You can't quote the law. You just
Papariano, do you understand?
I have read
family?
it.
Do you understand?
I may not remember the way the quoting and all that, but I've read it.
Papariano, do you understand family tree? Do you understand family tree?
Sure.
You understand family tree, right?
Oh my God.
Under the generation of Baba Mohbad and Iya Mohbad, there was a generation. I mean, they had their children. When they have their children, they have Adura, Blessing, and Mohbad. Mohbad has already started his own generation under his own lineage.
It's a nuclear family.
Yeah, it's a nuclear family, which consists of Liam, Mohbad, and Omowumi. Now tell me, how is an external family that is not included in that nuclear family come and ask for the DNA?
Okay, it's very easy. You know, first of all, like as I said, the first thing here is to recognize the kind of marriage that exists between Wunmi and Mohbad. Is it the kind of marriage which is very much exclusive to the nuclear family, or a kind of marriage in which the extended family do have a say? In a kind of customary marriage between Mohbad and Wunmi, the extended families, they do have a say.
Okay, now, Papa, I want to know something.
What kind of marriage happened between Baba Mohbad and Mama Mohbad?
I wonder.
We are talking about Wunmi.
I wonder.
Papa, I want to see. It's a very beautiful.
I wonder.
It's not well established. Marriage Baba Mohbad and Mama Mohbad is not well established.
Oh, exactly. See, I just. Oh, to have a person God.
You don't need that. All that is needed here. Does Baba have paternity right over Mohbad? He does have it.
Okay, Papa, I want to ask a question. Customary law. Wait.
Let's say.
I want to get some.
They said.
I want to ask
the court has even granted the bill for them to do the DNA. The court has already granted the bill. But Baba Mohbad, Wunmi said he has condition. And Baba Mohbad also said he also has condition. So the court has already granted the bill. The court has granted the bill for Wumi to do the DNA test. The court has granted the bill. According to my investigation, the court has already granted the bill for Wumi to do the DNA. And Wumi said he has condition. And Baba Mohbad also said they also had condition. So we are waiting for both of them to finish their conditions, and they should do the DNA.
Sorry, you are still far behind. They've already agreed.
Yeah, they have agreed.
The court has already agreed.
Paparino,
the parties have agreed. The parties,
answer my question.
Most of these customary laws, just try to catch up with where
all these customary laws, are they written laws?
You say?
Are all these customary laws that you're talking about, are they written laws?
Customary law is constitutional.
Abati, while you want to take us back,
it's a direct question. Are they written laws?
Are they written laws now?
Unwritten but effective.
Answer me. Are these customary law? Are they written laws?
They are unwritten but effective. Why are customary marriage legal then? No, marriage is not legal. If they are not effective. If custom is not, if custom is
there is a limit to customary law. There is a limit. What you have to know is there is a limit to customary law comparing to the legal law.
Because
there is a limit. We are not saying that it's not legal, but there is a limit to it.
Sorry, Kingo, you are just jumping. You are far behind.
Make we leave the intellectuals. I want intellectual.
Wait a little bit, Queen Gold. Let me go with Abachi, Queen Abiki, then Koniba. Then you can come behind them. So you get, or you can come behind Otumba. I think Otumba knows culture a little bit. So as I've said, these two parties, they did negotiate. It was an agreement they made. They had so many attempts. It was failed, about 4 or 5. Failed. At the end of the day, Wumi filed a preliminary objection, which was thrown out by the magistrate court in Ikorodu. And then Wumi's legal team now called for settlement. And so they went out of the courts to agree on what terms to undergo in the